We'll start with a new topic, gravitation. What is gravitation? Whenever we throw an object from a height, it will fall towards the earth, or whenever we throw an object up in the sky, it will reach a certain height and then finally will come down to the earth. So that means some force is acting on the object which is making the object come to the ground. This force which is attracting any object, it is known as gravitational force. All the planets are going around the sun, they are moving in a fixed orbit. Planets, moon, so some force is acting on these objects. Isaac Newton could grasp that some force is responsible for all these, and this force is known as gravitational force. Isaac Newton was the first scientist who invented that some force is applicable on all the objects. How did he discover? He was sitting under a tree and he saw that an apple fall on it. So he studied that force which is responsible for the apple to come down. It is known as gravitational force. Newton thought, if earth can attract an apple, can it not attract the moon? He argued that each point of the object, moon falls towards the earth instead of going in a straight line. So it must be attracted by the earth, but we do not really see the moon falling towards the earth. Why? Because it is depending on the inertia. So if the mass is low, mass is less, the inertia will also be less, so the object will be attracted according to the mass. Here in case of the apple and the earth, apple mass is very less, so it is earth is attracting the apple. Right. So here's an activity. Take a piece of thread, tie a small stone at one end, hold the other end of the thread and whirl it around. That means a stone is tied to a thread, a person is standing and he is whirling the thread in. So it will note the motion and direction of motion. So we will observe that stone is moving in a circular motion. It is moving in a circular path with a certain speed and changes direction at every point. That means a circular path, we know it will change direction at every moment. Direction will be tangential to the surface of the point at the point. What is a tangent? A tangent is a line that is touching the circle at only one point. So at every point the direction is changing of the motion of the stone. The change in direction involves change in velocity and acceleration. The force that causes this acceleration and keeps the body moving along the circular path is acting towards the center. Here the force is always acting towards the center. The force is called the centripetal force. In the absence of this force, the stone flies off along a straight line which will be a tangent to the circular path. I told you what is a tangent. The motion of the moon around the earth is due to the centripetal force. The centripetal force is provided by the force of attraction of the earth. If there was no force, the moon would pursue a uniform straight line motion. मून हमेशा स्ट्रेट लाइन में चलता रहेगा. अगर सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स ना अप्लाई होता तो देन इट विल नॉट मूव अराउंड अ सर्टेन ऑर्बिट. It is seen that a falling apple is attracted towards the earth. Does the apple attract the earth? If so, we do not see the earth moving towards an apple. Why? See, I told you, according to the third law of motion, apple does attract the earth. But according to the second law of motion, acceleration is inversely proportional to the mass of an object. So, agar mass is negligibly small, acceleration will be more. So, mass of an apple is negligibly small compared to the earth. So, we do not see the earth moving towards the apple. The earth attracts an apple and the moon. Also, all the objects in the universe attract each other. This force of attraction between objects is called gravitational force. Universal law of gravitation. See, there are two objects. Consider two objects A and B. They are at a distance of d meters from each other. So, we know the force is directly proportional to the mass product of the mass of the two bodies. The mass of A is m and the mass of object B is small m. So, the force is directly proportional to the product of the masses, and force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. d is the distance between the two objects. So if we combine these two equations, this gives me m into m upon d square. So if I remove this proportionality constant, this will give me F is equals to g mm upon d square. Here g is constant of proportionality or universal law of constant. So here if I cross multiply, this will give me fd square is equals to gmm, or I can also write g is equals to fd square upon mm. This gives me the unit of g, that is constant of proportionality, is Newton meter square kg power minus 2. Why minus 2? Because I have taken this in the numerator side. So the SI unit of g is Newton meter square kg power minus 2. Here I can evaluate the value of g. This is equals to, the value of g is equals to 6.673 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square kg minus 2. That means universal gravitational constant value is 6.673 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square kg to the power minus 2. So here we have an example. The mass of the earth is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. So we know mass is always in kg, the unit is same. So the mass of the earth is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg, and that of the moon, that means other mass, is 7.4 into 10 to the power 22 kg. We are talking about two objects, earth and moon. If the distance between the earth and the moon is 3.84 into 10 to the power 5 kilometers, but I told you the unit is Newton meter square kg power minus 2. So we have to talk about distance in meters. So that means 3.84 into 10 to the power 5 into 10 to the power 3 meters, because 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. So this will give me 3.84 into 10 to the power 8 meters. Calculate the force. Force is equals to gmm upon d square. Put the values. 6.7 into 10 to the power minus 11 into 6 into 10 to the power 24 into 7.4 into 10 to the power 22 upon 3.84 into 10 to the power 8 whole square. So take the 10 powers different and these values different into 3.84 into, see, 10 is in the numerator. We know exponent's law, a की power m into a power n is equals to a plus m plus n. So I'll add all the values of 10. Minus 11 plus 24 plus 22 upon 10 to the power 16. How? Because a power m whole power n is a mn. Now these are in divide. So if I evaluate this, this will compute out to be 2.02 into 24 plus 22 is 46. 46 minus 11 is 35. 35 minus 16 is 19. So this will give me 2.02 into 10 to the power 20. This is the value of Newton. So if I convert in standard form, this is 2.02 into 10 to the power 20 newtons. So we have some questions on page 134. First, state universal law of gravitation. So the universal law of gravitation states that every object attracts any other object in the universe with a force called gravitational force, which is defined by F is equals to gmm upon r square. Second question, write the formula to find the magnitude of gravitational force between the earth and the object. So which is equals to F is equals to gm mass of earth into mass of object upon d square. Thank you.